Paul's greatest concern for his communities, when you read his exhortations, is that they show forth a way of living that gives evidence to the power of the resurrection of Jesus. So you ask yourself, okay, Jesus is raised from the dead, what difference does that make? And for Paul, this Jesus who's come to reconcile the world to God's self and to bring about reconciliation among others, for Paul, who's spreading this gospel among Gentiles who would have various religious proclivities, who's taking the gospel to all sorts of different places where there's different ethnicities. Paul's trying to form these small ecclesiae, these small communities, as brothers and sisters for whom socioeconomic, ethnic, religious, gender differences, while not obliterated, no longer have the divisive force that we often allow them to have. That's why they'll say in Galatians 3:28, in Christ there's no longer male, female, Jew or Greek, slave or free. The power of the gospel is shown forth when communities receive the Spirit of Christ that comes from the death and resurrection of Jesus and start living our identity, showing forth not just as individuals, but as communities of faith, that what God has done really has made a difference. Does make a difference, can make a difference. And for me, that's why he's so passionate about behaviors that are aberrant, that are, what Paul really gets mad about is when folks in the community are condescending towards others or judging others or acting in ways that are divisive. Because Paul's all about encouragement, building up.